a
pasta and salad.
Test
Like
to
Adam
see how
says.
long you've been listening to Adam Carolla.
You know,
That is.
Pepper.
He
Pepper,
hasn't
like,
said
right?
he
Cracked
hasn't
pepper.
he hasn't made that joke in a long time, I think.
Like when
Alive.
he would go to a restaurant, he would, you know, the waiter's like, okay, would the lady like some pepper on her pasta or her salad? And he's like, no, hit me first. I die first.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm ready. I think I'm ready to do that too.
You need to have a better setup when you tell someone else's joke, Rob.
I know.
How
I gotta
long?
practice it.
How long before you start pissing into the sink?
Oh, I'm getting there. That we have a bathroom right, in our room, so we're good. Bruin Backhand, what's up, man?
What
All
up,
right,
BBH?
we're about
Yeah.
to do the post, and we're gonna go live. So let me just. Oh shoot, there we go.
Are all your animals within arm's reach, Jen?
Just the one right now. My
Okay.
other one might come over soon.
We want to see the snake.
I thought about bringing her out and having her on then.
Oh wow.
Just have her casually just go
gonna
on
be
your
like-
shoulder. Just
Got
Yeah.
Jack Hanna.
I mean, I took her out last night when I took Maverick out to walk him. So, like, took the
wait, you
snake
walked
out.
your snake?
Kinda. Wanted to have some quality time with her too, because she's in her it's like they do a winter kind of a hibernation thing, so she hasn't
Right.
eaten since, I don't know, beginning of December.
Whoa.
And she just kind of keeping in her little under her little box, not really coming out or interacting. So sometimes I feel bad, like I just want to force her to interact.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How long
Anyway,
I don't
does
know.
a
I don't
snake
really
walk
have any
usually take?
any
What's
opinions
that?
on psychology for snakes.
How long does a snake walk usually take? 10, 15 minutes, 5 minutes?
to what?
Walk your snake.
Oh, well, I just keep her around my neck as
Oh, okay.
and then yeah.
Oh,
Oh
that's
damn.
good.
I was thinking I was imagining you went out to the front yard and opened the back door and the snake slithered out in the back.
That'd be good, right? If I had a snake, they need to come up with a snake
Yeah.
leash. It would have to have something
Yeah.
on the front to keep her from like getting out,
Well, you carry that stick. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
right. That
Yeah.
they like pick up like, rattlesnakes with.
Yeah, and it
stuff.
looks awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
I have to know now. Do you
Yeah.
watch Rick and Morty?
I don't, but I feel like so many things in pop culture reference and people reference Rick and Morty, but
Right.
I don't even get what is it? It's a cartoon?
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just
really know
a
what it is either.
weirdo cartoon. But there was this one episode I watched that was playing at the background of my friend's house, and basically there was just like a parallel universe that was just inhabited by snakes, and they had like their own snake jazz, and it's just like it's just a bunch of snakes. Yes. I was like, dude, I love this. I'm gonna be using that as a ringtone for text messaging.
Nice.
Yeah. Snake universe, come on, man.
Sounds good to me.
All right, both posts are all done.
Cool.
Yep. And we're ready.
All right, Chris, go hit the record and we'll do this.
Oh yeah, almost forgot.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 95 of your Endless Ranters podcast. It's a special Friday night edition. Thank you for watching, listening, subscribing. We really appreciate the support. My name is Chris, and I'm just one of your Endless Ranters hosts for this evening. We've got the one and only Mr. Robbie Spotlight. What up, Robbie?
Hey, girls. Hey.
What up, girl?
Hey.
And then there's the man or the gal with the plan. It's producer Manny. What's going down, old man?
Hey, hello, everybody. Good to be here.
Whoa. All right.
Having a good time.
Mood change.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
relaxed. I'm thoroughly
Okay.
relaxed. So I'm just, I'm just vibing, as people
Okay.
say these days.
All right. And we've got a very special guest. It's Jennifer. Welcome, Jennifer.
What up, Jen?
Hey.
Hi. And
Great to
Maverick.
have you.
I was gonna say
Maverick, my
This is
favorite.
your second time on the Endless Ranters, but I wasn't here
yeah.
for your first visit. So yeah, nice to see you.
You too.
All right. So, was there a pet there? What
She's
Yeah,
got
this
a
is
few pets.
this
Okay.
is one of 5.
should we take pet inventory first before we get started?
Yeah, for listeners
Wow.
and viewers that don't know, Jen's running an animal sanctuary at her
True.
residence.
True.
Officially, or you're just
Acorn.
like an animal hoarder?
I'm a hoarder. I'm a
Okay.
hoarder.
I wasn't sure.
What
I was going to let
usually
you go either
happens
way.
is if I ever, it usually happens when I get depressed and then I just go out and get another animal.
Hey, I mean, it's like your pain is their gain. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I just made
They
it's
got a new
like
mama.
I just made a new poster for the Humane Society.
Mhm.
I mean, like down in the dumps,
Adopt a pet.
make an impulse purchase pet.
Here, Mickey.
No. Well, that's a victimless crime. If there is one, even.
Well, I did hear though that that there was a bunch of people who adopted during the first year of COVID animals,
Mhm.
and
Is
then a
there
lot
a
of them
bu-
have been
oh.
returned.
Oh yeah.
That
Like-
sucks.
There's
No.
a lot of COVID strays that got adopted and then
Man,
very hastily, and then people like brought them back.
that was a roller coaster of emotion right there. It's like what a beautiful story, and then
Yeah.
and all these
Quickly
dogs come back.
Yeah.
off a cliff.
It's like, but then they knew freedom. You know what I mean? They knew how good it could be.
I know. That breaks my heart.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just call this off? Anyway, no, I've got to. Well, but there were more pets though.
Yeah. I'd have to get up to get them. Acorn. Aki, come here. Come here. Aki. Here she comes. Come here, Aki.
Okay.
Aki. Come here.
Meaning a new one.
That would have ruined our show.
This is
Oh, I know.
Acorn.
That's a good looking kitty.
What's up,
AK.
Gato?
Yeah.
It's funny.
In true cat fashion, showed everyone watching its butthole.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I have another cat, Abra, who's I actually just told Lynette the other day that she's like the cat version of Phil, black, and she's obsessed with food. And I don't know if you've ever been around Phil, but Phil's obsessed with food. All he wants is food. I mean, it's bad. I think they need to take him to have somebody look at him.
Was he starving? Like, was he like
No.
or anything like that? Because I had a black lab, like a mutt, like mixed that looked like a black lab, and this dog, like it was like that. It was if like a 50-pound bag of food spilled, I think that it would have just eaten until it just exploded. Like never saw the dog not
obsessed.
Yeah.
Like anytime he comes around, he's just food. You know. Yeah.
But this dog was like a rescue that was at, I guess, the first, like was found like all mangy and starving. So that's what I figured it was. But yeah, maybe it is also
That was like trauma.
Yeah, maybe it's also some kind of condition.
Maybe a super high metabolism, man.
That's true. That's true. The dog.
I mean,
was
that's
skinny.
not the case with Phil. It's not the case with my cat either. She just loves to eat. But yeah,
Maybe my dog was bulimic. I don't know.
maybe.
Hope
That's
not.
a bummer.
Maybe just like to
Yeah.
eat his
I
feelings,
know.
you know.
Yeah, it's just he was in a vicious cycle.
Mhm.
Anyway, well, okay, so that's it for the pets.
And
Wasn't there a
and
snake?
a snake and a tarantula, but
Oh,
they're in
those are the good
cages
ones.
and buried away.
Okay. Well, maybe
Cages.
next time.
Don't tell PETA.
Maybe next time we'll have a special. We'll have a special episode because we were talking about snake walking.
Yeah.
And how
yeah.
you might take the snake out in the backyard, let it walk around, like slither around the backyard.
Slither. Yeah.
I
Slither
said walk,
around.
sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so I had a big announcement before we move in and really start to hear all about Jen. Is I wanted to take this time to renounce my racism against Canadians.
I did not
Really?
see this coming.
Yeah. I'm evolving on this position and learn my lessons. No, our friends, our good friends of the pod, Tiffany and Rowan,
True.
We met them through our Zoom calls. It's really broken down a lot of hurtful stereotypes.
What were those
Anyway.
stereotypes that you were carrying?
I don't know, really.
A lot of poutine related stereotypes.
I don't know.
Poutine's so good though.
A lot of food, a lot of being nice. I don't know.
There's so many more
I don't know,
bad
being nice, maybe being
stereotypes,
nicer
though.
than me. Maybe maybe it was really I was mad at myself. That's what I was really.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this. Like 30-45 minutes I spent on this earlier today.
Okay.
I have to know what sparked this whole, renouncement.
Oh, I've been watching these Canadian truckers, man. Have you heard of this? The truckers convoy?
Yes, I've heard of
I'm
it.
curious because it's been going on for a couple weeks and it's like it's pretty crazy up in Canada.
What is this? I feel like I've heard it just a
Yeah, and I think
whisper, but I don't know what's happening.
like the big news channels here are starting to like maybe make it a main story. So if you go to CNN, you would have been like a minor thing, but now like you might go to CNN to be up front. So there's a bunch of truckers in Canada and they're upset about vaccine mandates. And I guess specifically a couple I saw, like they want the mandates rescinded that I guess for them to get into the United States, they have to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
And then to get back into Canada, they have to be vaccinated, but it's not, I guess it's kind of a mandate on them, maybe not on everyone. So they basically have no choice or no work. And they're kind of, well, they decided to park their trucks in Ottawa, I guess, which is their capital. There's like 500 tractor trailers. And I guess they're just parked and blocking the streets. I really don't know. I mean, I've seen some footage. I don't know if it's like possible for, a small car to get through, but you're not going to be able to do any major transportation. But yeah, I guess maybe
they're blocking the roads.
Yeah, I think that's technically that would be a crime that they're committing there. They were doing they've been calling it the honking because they were honking their horns. If you go to like YouTube and you search for some of these videos, it's like people in downtown Ottawa, like videos of them from their balcony of their like high rise, and it's just like they're the whole city is just honking, like these massive air horns from tractor trailers.
Wow.
Okay.
And, so they're blocking the streets, and I don't know. It's pretty crazy because it's also Canada, so they're like. There's been some minor scuffles, I think. That's kind of the worst thing they'd have been able to kind of paint them with. But for the most part, like they're just like, they look like what you would think of as a Canadian truck driver. And they talk like that. And they're just like, I don't know. They're pissed off. It's fun. Canadians are pissed. I work with a Canadian guy. He's a citizen here now, but yeah, he's from Canada, and he's just like, man, people are pissed off up there. But people are pissed in Ottawa too because they live there. So it's fucking their shit up. It's like, I guess it's like $1 million a day in commerce. They're saying they're losing, and so it's messing their stuff up too because it's really disruptive.
There's shortages everywhere because nothing's getting moved.
Yeah, I mean, if there were people like dying of starvation in the streets, I'm sure that'd be covered. But I think there's only so many roads, of the capital that they can block.
Okay.
So like, I think people are getting to the grocery store, or, I don't know, do people in downtown high rises go to the grocery store or they have things delivered anyway? I don't know.
I mean, they got those grocery drones that just fly up to the window and be like, here you go.
Right. Yeah. But they're pissed. I mean, it's hard to say if you might have a different attitude if you live there.
So you're doing this in solidarity or what's up?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just curious because I mean, day to day, it kind of changes because it's escalating. So like, because one side, like the government keeps kind of ramping up their language up there about what they're going to do. And they keep kind of talking like, oh shit, they're about to march in there. Oh yeah. They, at some point, I guess about a week ago, they ordered all the tow truck drivers to go in there and they were going to tow all the trucks out of there. Because I guess that's what's so crazy about it. If I cut right to the end, is that like no one can move these trucks. That's the bottom line. No one can move the trucks. They tried to get the tow truck drivers to come in there.
I was like, no,
and the tow truck drivers were like,
yeah, I don't want to mess with it.
They said, we're not going to do it. you notice like the Antifa guys and gals in like the black sweatshirts and all, and the hooded sweatshirts, they're not there. I mean, because these truck drivers you see in the interviews on TV are like, these are not the kind of people that you want, like Antifa people want to be effing around with.
They'll snap them in half easily.
Yeah, I mean, like big burly Canadians. Like, are you a truck driver or like a Paul Bunyan or something? Anyway, so yeah, they tried to get the tow truck drivers to go in there, and the tow truck drivers, all the companies, they basically said, no, we're not going to do that,
Right.
because that's like those are their customers. Like those are normally their customers, like
Right.
big rig drivers. That's who they serve. So then I guess they were going to talking about whatever their Army or National Guard or something, and they basically said, no, that's not our job, and they kind of nixed that.
It's like, this isn't America. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they called them all the names too, because it's like it's been interesting to see them go from like, oh, they're all like racists, because some jackass had like a Confederate flag in Canada. Right. You know what I mean? So then you're like, oh, they're all racists out there. They're all misogynist. And then they started talking about one day, and these are like officials, like talking about how, well, we've heard reports that some of these protesters have their kids with them. So this seems, kind of throwing these hints that like we might have to take a look at that. They have these kids in these trucks with them, like could be dangerous for kids. So people were outraged about that too, because and it's just kind of interesting because the Canadians, I mean, a lot of the Twitter stuff, it gets kind of wicked, but I don't know, there's no burning, there's no Antifa like burning down, kicking in the CVS and the Starbucks and all that.
Oh, okay.
None of that stuff is happening at all.
I thought you were gonna say there's no burning of people. I was like, fuck, dude, that's extreme.
No. But well, anyway, back to the point, man, it's escalating. So they keep kind of ramping it up, and they've tried all these things, and it's like really not sure how it's going to end.
Yeah. Right. How long
they're
has
gonna
this been going on?
Like 2 weeks.
Wow.
I think they started and they were like driving a long distance, and then there's other areas, there's other bridges that they're blocking too. So I mean, it is disrupting commerce. I mean, you can't really discount that, but man, they're kind of pissed, but they're not destroying stuff.
Yeah.
If you were going to do something like this, it's like the best way. And then again, bottom line, these are tractor trailer rigs that cannot be moved.
Right.
Like, no, two other, they had like $10 million raised in GoFundMe, and GoFundMe shut it down.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
People had like 2 weeks to claim refunds, or they were going to donate it to whatever charities that the original charity, got to specify, but they weren't going to let them disperse. They basically said, we don't believe your plan or whatever you've given us, so we're not going to give you this money to disperse as you plan to. Maybe so we don't trust you to, even all these people are trying to give you money, we don't trust you to take it. And then they used some other GoSend, some other like Christian organization version of GoFundMe, like GoSend Give or something. And then the Canadian government, I think today, shut that down and said they were seizing it. But then that company was just like, we're an American company. No, you can't seize anything. We have their money and we'll do whatever we want. Like, so that was like another attempt to do that. So yeah, it's kind of like,
that's pretty funny.
Man. And it's kind of, well, I mean, it's kind of, maybe it's not here.
Right.
It's not in Dallas, where I'm near. So that's good. But
Yeah.
it's also
wait till it does get there.
But it's also good because up there, they don't have all these glommer-on pieces of shit, that use like a righteous cause, that is peaceful to like, come in and start fires and start, burning police cars. So it's, if that kind of thing was happening here, I mean,
they have more of a reason.
When we have our protests recently in American history, the last couple of years, our protests have been kind of rough, like they kick off. People getting run over with cars, like chop zones and all that shit. So yeah, maybe it is better they have it up there, and it's cold up there too. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
another thing. Yeah, the government came and stole took all their gas.
Oh, I saw that.
They were worried about running out of gas. People started bringing them gas. Like people started bringing them, the whatever they call them. I think
Diesel.
they have a name for them, like the gas, like the red
Canisters?
gas tanks. Yeah, they have like I don't know. And then the police started taking those.
Wait, so are they just parked in their trucks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like living in
But
these are
where-
like camper trucks, the bald Brian variety, where they can live in those.
A lot of beating off going
Can
on in
you?
there.
Can you live in it?
Yeah.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Where do you go to the bathroom, or how? Like, are they Postmating
You
food?
don't. You
or,
just hold
like,
it. You just hold
Yeah.
it.
for 2
Well,
weeks.
Yeah. Right.
No,
No, but a lot of them do
that's
have
a good.
space.
That's a good question. But
Yeah.
some of them probably have, some kind of apparatus
And then how are they
or
staying
truck stops.
warm?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
truck
were
stops.
like starting fires and like fire pits.
Ritual
the
sacrifice.
drums, you know what I mean? And they were, another one. There's other videos of the police coming in, taking their firewood.
Wow.
Man, they get no
They were
quarter.
literally saying, we need gasoline and we need firewood. It's very cold because it was getting down to like 4 degrees Celsius. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
they're on Celsius. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's getting
I don't
near
know.
freezing. And they were like, we need firewood. And then they come and they took the gasoline and the firewood. But again, like, it wasn't just like, oh yeah, well now we're going to riot and burn shit down. It was just like, we're just going to film you taking our firewood. And
Show
now
you-
now the world sees you, our whole country sees you, the police coming and taking firewood,
Wow.
like,
Class act.
It'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see how this ends up resolving itself. Or
yeah, I mean, it's kind of fascinating to watch because like every day it's going to escalate. And like, I don't want to say like the truckers side, they really are just they've been the same the whole time, but the government keeps kind of ramping up what they're going to do. And it's like, well, man, yeah, no one really knows how it's going to end.
I just hope they don't turn this story into like over the top part 2 with
Man, I've been
Sylvester
thinking about
Stallone.
that. It is a perfect movie, dude.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
I love that
perfect movie. It's a perfect movie because it fits the formula. It fits the formula. You know what I mean?
That's what the real subtext about Over the Top was.
The kid adults.
That's why Over the Top is like Sylvester Stallone. He's a truck driver. I mean, he's like, the character was, and I mean, in the movie, he was a deadbeat dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was like trying to get his son back.
His
or
son went to
something.
like military school or something.
And he was in jail. I don't know what he was, but anyway, anyway.
Well, look-
let's move along. I'm sorry. But anyway, I feel better getting it off my chest. And
So you're not racist against Canadians anymore.
No.
Gotcha. No. Look, real quick. What other protest? This is not a joke. Recently, there was a truck driver. Did you hear about the truck driver that killed? I think it was 4 people while he was driving, and then the judge gave him about 110 years. So he said that the brakes were not working, and I think this was in Colorado. So he's saying that there was the brakes. It was an accident. It was not intentional. I think there were no drugs in the system when they tested him. So what happened was a lot of the truck drivers that were going to I think it was Colorado, said, we're not going to go to Colorado. And they were like, we're not going to go until you guys shorten his sentence or re-look at the case and everything. And actually they did shorten his sentence from 110 years to, I think, to 10 years.
109.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a lot of jokes going around about this, and it's like the workers of the world are uniting, and socialists are really pissed off about it, because it's kind of the left that's up for all the mandates and everything and pushing that, and the left that's in control. So like literally the workers of the world,
Unite.
are getting together, and everybody's pissed. Like people
Yeah.
in Cuba, people in working from home, and in because bottom line, like that's how your food gets places. That's how your new laptop, gets from the factory to your doorstep, is like on a big.
I mean, that's
rig
when they
somewhere.
have more chips available too. So let's be fair.
What's that?
That's when they have new conductor chips available too.
Yeah,
so
when
let's
there
be
are
fair.
laptops to be bought. Yeah.
But anyway,
So they're trying. The latest is they're trying to blame them for the whole supply chain, and like it now it's
which is also bullshit.
it's a security issue because it's the border between the U.S. and Canada. Like really, like you got to fight, like fend off an invasion or something.
Yeah, man, you can't have those Sasquatches invading us.
If I can veer off for a quick second. So we're live on
Please.
YouTube right now. We have one of our faithful listeners and watchers, viewers, Mindy Spring. She said, Jen was my 2019 Corolla Cruise dinner partner for night one. She got stuck with me at my empty table.
Stuck with her.
Oh!
Yeah. But Mindy's super cool. She's a cool chick. Yeah.
I don't know if
Awesome.
Mindy, if she told that on her episode or if there was one. She used to join our Zoom calls. So if she told that story, I think she told us that story one time.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's pretty fun.
Everyone I met on that cruise was awesome. I had the best time.
How many cruises have you been on?
Just that one.
Okay.
Oh wow.
First and only cruise of my life.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, it was a fun cruise. It was the last one that Corolla did.
Oh yeah, because then were we in COVID the next year?
Yeah, I think
Wow.
that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it because you never had an opportunity to go on a cruise prior to this, or are you just not a cruise person?
I guess I never had an opportunity. Like anytime I went on any sort of vacation with we just flew places or
Oh, la-di-da.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Boats.
just never thought about it really.
Well, that was a cool event, and I know Corolla Drinks. You guys, for those who don't know, Jennifer works for Corolla Drinks. She's on the Lady Lackeys podcast, which is awesome, with Haley, produced by Emmy. And I know you guys are working on the barbecue coming up in a few months, right?
Yep.
That sounds like fun.
Already that time again. I feel like we just had it, right?
Yeah.
It always flies by.
Is it getting stressful?
But you're having it earlier this year, right? You're having it in the summer. What is it?
Well, June, but last year, we were just like we kind of try to plan it later. I think just out of COVID concern.
Yeah, it got delayed, I think.
Yeah. Chris, were you at our barbecue last year?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked for like 2 hours.
Yeah, he was stuck with you at the empty table.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get Chris this year to go, but I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Why are you on the fence?
Oh, just because I have kids. It's summertime. We do stuff. So.
Oh.
There you go.
Bring them along. It's a family event.
Yeah, maybe when they're older.
Or can you pawn them off on the mom?
Sometimes we'll see. We'll see.
So Jennifer, has it already gotten stressful? Are you at that time yet, or everything's pretty cool and then things kind of ramp up as you get closer?
Well, it's not stress. The barbecue isn't stressful right now. We're still in the pre-planning.
Gotcha.
Sort of phase. That'll be a thing where the closer we get.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, and even then it's really like those few days before where everything gets really nutty,
Yeah.
I remember. I think I'm not sure if I mentioned it during the last time when the full Lady Lackeys were on the show, but Jennifer worked at the the Avocado Championship a couple years ago.
Guac Fest.
That was a good time. So much.
Were you guys there for that?
Yes.
Yeah, we were there.
Okay.
And
things
she
all
was
start
working...
to blend in my head together.
Well, speaking of blending, you were working the smoothies, right? The smoothie drinks. I think you're doing
alcoholic slushies or whatever.
So slushies. There you go.
Yeah. Did we have that? Oh yeah. Oh.
And yours are pretty strong.
That were they?
Yeah.
Oh, she was trying to get you drunk.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Yes. Yeah, I think.
I don't think you really have to try hard with that Mangria because it's 20% alcohol.
You just say you have to try that with that man.
With this man right
that
here.
Man.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Gria.
think
Yeah.
Because again, I have a couple events that are running together in my
Mhm,
head,
yeah.
so I can't remember now. There were two guys that got really trashed and I think puked.
Oh wow.
Was that at Guac Fest or was that the barbecue? I don't even remember now.
You know what? I don't remember that, to be honest with
Hopefully
you.
more than two would puke at the barbecue, right?
Yeah.
That
But-
is
Remember where it
a lot more
happened.
puking.
It was bad though. One was like falling asleep on one of the chairs at the
Yeah.
table and chairs and passing out and just, yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? I don't know if Adam he's kidding. I would think he's kidding, but for the family barbecue a couple years ago, he said, all right, guys, because he got up on the stage. Yeah, guys, thanks for coming. I know some of you guys are probably going to sleep in the cars. Go ahead. Just, it doesn't matter. I don't care. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, I want to sleep in one of his cars, but I didn't.
What in the car museum?
Yeah, the car museum. Yeah.
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 Yeah. They don't look, I don't know if you looked inside. They don't look very comfy.
No, they don't. They don't. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, if you guys need any help for, weekend of, as far as like workers, keep me in mind. I'll be around. I'll be available.
You're the best.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Wait,
Thank
Manny,
you.
where do you live again? You live close, right?
Yeah, I live around the corner from Jim Corolla. Sometimes I hear his horn playing, his trumpet playing.
No, you don't.
I know.
Oh, awesome. No, do you live near him for real though?
I don't
Like
know.
in
It's just a little joke.
Ace's old neighborhood.
Yeah, it's just a joke I like to say, because he'll drop from time to time that his dad lives over here.
Oh, I guess it's not really clear that, because I always think of that he lives in that same neighborhood, but I guess everybody's kind of moved on from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait, where do you live, Manny?
Oh, I'm sorry, Altadena.
Oh, is that where Pops Corolla lives too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere around here.
I do the same. I picture him in North Hollywood somewhere.
Right. Yeah. Hello.
yeah, by the elementary school. It's like
Yeah, Walter Reed. Yeah.
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 Anyway,
Okay.
So you work at Corolla Drinks, but like kind of tell us a little bit more about your kind of the path that's led you there, or like or what other things you're into, because Robbie was giving us kind of a little bit of rundown of some of your work. It sounds like you've kind of
She's landed some roles as of lately.
with some superstars.
Yeah, so I act too, and yeah, the last thing I did was that Murderville episode that just came out on Netflix, I guess last week. I haven't watched it yet, but
Well, now
on my
which
to-watch
one?
list.
Which celebrity was the
Ken Jeong.
Ken Jeong?
Okay.
Love him.
Well, see, I'm pissed now because I was kind of I was half watching the show.
Uh-huh.
I was half watching the show while I was doing
Which
something, so.
which episodes did you see?
I think the whole series.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah. It was like really fun. It was kind of creative. It's really kind of
no,
a
I thought
different,
that
really
the idea
different
was
show.
so great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really
Oh,
different
yeah.
show. They have I'll
of
go ahead and
improv.
describe it for you. Would you like to describe? I'll go ahead and describe it. Right. It's Will
All right.
Arnett, and he has a guest celebrity each week. Jennifer's episode, she had a co-star of Ken Jeong. Right. So
Yep.
but anyway, he has a celebrity and they help him solve a crime. And Will Arnett and the whole cast, they know what's going to happen, but the celebrity doesn't. So the celebrity's kind of improving, going along with it.
Right.
So kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I think when I was watching it, I had some thoughts about who did better than the others.
Mhm.
Because some of them were like, you can kind of tell, like maybe improv's not their thing, So
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Which seems like it would make it even more entertaining.
Yeah, or they're just in an awkward spot. Like,
Right.
and they just kind of, but they're themselves, they just act themselves. And maybe if they're shy, they're shy. And if, whatever,
You know who'd be great on that show?
Adam.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you
Yeah,
talk to
they'd be
any
like-
producers?
Be like, stop talking.
I
Stop
know.
talking.
I know. Season 2. Maybe they can. Yeah.
Like, these are 30-minute episodes. So we don't
I was
need-
just gonna say, like the story's not gonna go anywhere because no one else is gonna be able to like do
Yeah.
their lines because
Like-
Adam's just gonna,
Yeah. This episode's 30 minutes and you just went on for 25 minutes.
He's gonna go off on the craft service table before it starts filming, and they're
Yeah.
gonna be waiting. Like, hello.
Like, I think it was that guy in the audience right there. Like, no, that's not how this works.
And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, the other week, the Brian Callen episode, I feel like that was the least I've heard Adam speak.
Oh yeah.
I haven't listened to that one yet. I
Oh,
haven't listened to that one yet. No.
apparently he reads a lot of books and he's very smart. And yeah, he just had something to say about everything, right, Jenna?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he overtalked Adam, which was
Oh,
It's
kind of
very
impressive.
rare.
He's a
It's
fast
only
talker.
rare, impressive. Yeah.
He's
A
I
handful
don't
of
remember
guests
that,
that
but
can do
I
that.
guess he's a fast talker. He's the comedian, right? Like Joe Rogan buddy kind of guy.
Yeah.
He got in
Yeah.
trouble for something.
from the Fighter and the Kid podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got like half canceled or something.
He did.
Half kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
But-
did. But I guess he came back and he's back on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, like guys like that or like Ben Shapiro, they just talk. They, like that's half of their weapon is like they just talk so fast,
Mhm.
get so many words out in
Yeah.
such a short time span.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
follow up. How long were you on set for Murderville? As far as like
A few hours.
okay.
I think I got there probably at like what time? I don't remember now. I know it wasn't too early, and then so maybe it was maybe I got there between 11 and 12. Maybe around 11, 12, and then I was there till
These
5 or
Hollywood,
6.
these Hollywood actresses, they don't know what's going on. You know what I mean?
yeah, she probably got picked up by a car service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a
That-
driver?
I did not have a driver. I had a dressing room, but that was
Sick.
about as nice as the perks went,
You need to fire your agent.
Yeah,
And
I
then
would have
what?
thought that.
Your agent is
Like-
trash. I'm taking over.
Well, you know what I will say though, speaking of craft services,
Uh,
I think because we're still in the COVID times, there was somebody positioned at the craft services table that was handing you,
oh,
whatever snack you wanted.
Right.
So I don't mean to, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a kid when I see a craft services table.
You want to grab it
right?
all?
It's like, oh my God, snacks
Yeah.
for days, So probably normally I would have wanted to, stash a bunch of stuff for later. But then when you have somebody like that you have to ask, I was like, oh, I'll just take one of the.
It's like you have to be all reserved and be like,
Exactly.
I don't want to be
Not
judged.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, I had some bullshit like that happen to me recently. Well, not too
Yeah.
recently, but during like peak COVID in Texas, which was like a year and a half ago now. I took my kids to CC's Pizza. You got those out there?
No.
It's a
No.
pizza buffet.
No.
Ooh,
Yeah.
pizza
Sounds like
buffet.
heaven.
Yeah, because it was
Pizza buffet.
everything was so dangerous that the pizza buffet had to stay open. Anyway. Well, we went, and that's the whole part of it. If you've been to one before, right? Whatever, if there's other pizza
Buffet.
joints like
Sure.
Never a pizza buffet. That sounds
No.
like heaven, dude.
Oh,
Is it
really?
like a salad bar too? And then
they have a salad bar, but that's not the reason you go to but yeah, they have a salad bar. It's kind of like a help you talk yourself into going there, taking your kids there.
yeah.
Plus at the time I think my daughters were they were free, so
Oh, nice.
it's a hell of a deal.
Right on.
All
I
right.
see what you-
Anyway, so they had plexiglass up, and you'd go up to the pizza buffet, and they would like they would like use the tongs to like give you one piece like under the plexiglass, so you couldn't even like the whole part of it was like using the spatula as a kid and like putting the pizza on your plate.
Mm.
I'm not
like,
the
give
only
it my
person that would
spatula
understands
back.
this.
No,
Backhand says CC's the Golden Corral. Yeah, well, no, Golden Corral is the CC's of regular buffets.
I've never been
maybe-
to Golden Crow.
Oh, same. Me neither.
No, but it kind of ruined it. Yeah, it was like, the whole.
I don't want to put you in the spot, Jennifer, but
Yeah.
Mindy says that she says, "Love the Lady Lackeys. Jen does a great Adam impression."
does.
I don't think it's that good.
Especially
Wait
when
a
you-
minute.
When you drop your hey Matt, where you just-
Oh, well, I do enjoy that bit that we do, but I like how Emmy
Can I do
does
the
it,
Emmy
too.
part? Go ahead and do Adam, and I'll do Emmy.
Matt,
Yeah, boss.
what do we got going on?
We got Brian Callen coming in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What else, boss?
Chris? Chris?
Yeah, boss.
Next time I tell you to put something up on the screen, just leave it there. Don't take it away.
I left it there, but then I changed it to the other slide.
Yeah. Okay. When you put it up there though, and then we're still talking about the just leave it there. Okay.
Okay.
My favorite is the sandal sound effects.
I'm imitating Emmy, imitating Matt. So shout out to Emmy. Yeah, that's good. Good.
Dude, that shit kills me.
Yeah, so thanks, Mindy, for that. Okay, I had a question for Jennifer. Okay, so you're buddies with Ron Perlman, right? You've worked with him?
Yeah, well, so we became acquaintances, friends from him coming into the last restaurant that I worked at. Like we became chummy from there. And then coincidentally, I filmed I Still Wonder. I had a part on his show Hand of God, which was on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him before I did the audition, and I told him I'm like, oh my God, like have an audition for your show on Monday, I don't know if he pulled any strings or not, but yeah, it was just kind of funny. So then so when I filmed that episode, again, we were just like pals that day. And yeah, that episode we filmed at this abandoned hospital down, I think near Inglewood or something.
Right.
Hand of God. I don't know what is the show? What's the premise of the show? Like Ron Perlman, he's the main character.
He was the main character, and he starts hearing messages from God.
Okay. So it's like a kind of a supernatural.
Sort of, but it was just a drama. Yeah. I think it was only on for one or two, maybe 2 seasons.
Yeah. I remember seeing a lot on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. But then, so that day in our scene, it was me, Ron, and then Brian Baumgartner.
Oh, yeah. From The Office.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that name.
Kevin,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
And then that day, so we were the main actors in that scene. So it was the 3 of us in our little like director's chairs, in the hospital. Oh, and then funny too, because we're shooting in this abandoned or this empty hospital. Side note, in my fantasy, I want to play hide and seek there one day.
Oh,
that was going to be my question if you went exploring.
Okay, next Corolla drinks Halloween special
right?
meetup. Yeah,
right?
Lady Lackeys.
So creepy and so cool, but also too, because they don't have anything. I don't know if there's whatever. There's no air conditioning, right? But because we're the talent, so me, Ron, and Brian, we're all in a room together in our director chairs, and they have those big, what do you call them?
Swamp hose?
Like a hose, like those giant, like a air
duct.
I don't know thank you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A duct that they funnel into our room and then turn the air on just for the 3 of us.
That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, they have portable air conditioners.
So funny, but it's like, who cares about the extras, the PAs, the direct, like all
gotta handle our talent properly.
Exactly.
Yeah. What you didn't know is they were actually shooting asbestos at you guys the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
But
it was like,
then when we were done shooting that day, I was walking to my car in the parking lot, and Brian Baumgartner's, there, and I'm like, oh, bye, and he's just like standing there, and I was like, oh, are you leaving too? What are you doing? He's like, yeah, I need to call a lift. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, my lease happened to be up, and I'm waiting on my next lease, which starts, there was like a random couple days where he didn't have a car.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, we're down in like Inglewood. I'm like, well, I'm going home to Burbank. Where do you live? And he's like, I live in is it Beechwood Canyon? Is that he lives in Hollywood? Long story short, I'm going to pass right by his neighborhood on the way home. So I was like, I'll drive you home. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, then I like drove him home. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
You can always tell that story, just like Adam always tells the story of taking
The guy from
not just Brian, what's his name?
Cranston.
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 To the airport.
Yes.
Oh, that's
yes.
right.
Yeah, that's my Cranston Airport story.
I love your impression because of just like the daily Adam, not like, because everybody, focuses on the voice. Not, I mean, that's no, and the voice, and then like the complaining, like just like the, machine gun, rapid fire complaining. But now it's like, like the day at the office Adam, and like how he approaches Chris, like when no one's around, or that's funny. That's good stuff.
Yeah, he's special.
Or so you could have some scenes where he orders like the Zanku chicken scene would be a good reenactment.
Oh my God.
Oh, right. With that he just
all the price or like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be funny as hell to like, he tells the story. I've heard him tell the story so many times, but to actually see it like with his his manner, his mannerisms in the moment, it'd be pretty funny. I don't know. So anyway, so that's Hand of God, Ron Perlman. So acting, and so when did you, if we just kind of keep going further back, like what led up to that? Were you doing like theater, were you doing a lot of, were you trying to do a lot of auditions at the time, or?
I mean, I've always tried.
Did you move to LA? You've always lived there?
I did for acting. Okay. Although, I mean, recently, though, I don't know at this point in my life if I have the same passion for it that I used to have. Which is fine. But I
imagine you'd have to, right? Like, because I mean, it's tough. It's tough, and you'd really have to have a passion for it to, I mean, not.
You know what? It's interesting because there's a little bit of a I don't know, a sweet spot is the right term, but it's it actually feels good that I'm in a place where if I get a job, get an audition, cool. And if I don't, cool,
Yeah, it doesn't create.
There used to be a time when I wanted it so badly that it was like, if this doesn't happen, I'm going to be miserable,
Yeah. Disrupts your whole life kind of thing
Yeah, I like where I am now, which is much more open to anything that comes into my life or that I want to do that could make me happy, rather than having this like singular thing, Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Do you think that's an experience a lot of actors go through and like kind of a transition to, well, I'm going to do something else and then just kind of stay open to it? Or you think most kind of just are really just dedicated? I guess it's a mix. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's a mix, but I'd say that most people, though, so far from what I've seen, kind of open themselves up to doing other things with their life. Or also too, I think too about what Adam used to say about how he'd say, do you remember he'd talk about being successful or having projects that he'd pitch? And he'd say, I'd go to these pitch meetings and, make all these ideas. And then I go home and I just hope it all goes away.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We catch a contractor. He's like, I'm still the one getting up at 5 a.m. having to drive to freaking Gardena or whatever,
Yeah.
I kind of have a little bit of that. I relate to Adam that way because he would say a twist on that would be he would say he just kind of secretly hopes everything gets canceled.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even like stuff that's really big.
Yeah.
Like an hour leading up to it, you're just like, oh yeah, I just don't really like. Maybe I get a call and they'll the venue shut down.
Yeah.
I can just hang out in my underwear.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
But man, I just hadn't really thought about that. But when you say like to have a like I guess you've heard an actor say that a million times. But you really have to have like a burning desire to be on that stage or that screen to just kind of live that, life 100%. I mean, of course, some are just like really successful and everything goes great, but some are just like, it's a struggle. So,
but I think that's the funny thing too is, and I guess that's what I've gotten better about seeing in life is that I think when you're younger, or maybe it's just me, it's easy to have that idea of once this thing happens, then I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you grow up and realize it's not like that. It even, I remember once talking to Dexter, Michael C. Hall, and even him, this was after he did Dexter, he was saying he still thinks he's never going to work again. It's like,
sure.
maybe except for a select few, even people that are successful, they're still insecure. They're still, doubting themselves. They still think they're not going to get another job.
It's like a lot of rejection early on, maybe, or then it's also it's not like, forklift driver, like the hiring process is very different, very different in that it's very difficult to understand. So like, for you to get, land the role, like for Michael J. Fox to be Marty McFly in Back to the Future, like that popped in my head because I guess Eric Stoltz was supposed to.
Exactly. Yes, I've heard that too.
It's like, so for you to get, like, you probably hear all these stories, and for you to get like have a great show, you're just like, wow, all these things had to happen for this to like come to be in this moment, and like I'm not sure if that's going to happen again. As successful as it was, like it the way it happened was just so hard to quantify or
Well, it's funny, it sort of reminds me of if you guys ever watched the Daredevil series on Netflix, the Marvel series. Yeah, Charlie Cox, who plays the Daredevil, he's known, I think, mostly for that. I can't really think of any other roles. And just recently I was watching an interview where he basically said he's glad to be back on that series. I believe they're going to do another season or a reboot. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was over. That's good to know. I really like that.
Yeah. And he says, I would love to do it. I would love to do it until I can't do it anymore. And in my mind, he even said, it's on a video where I was watching. He said, until the audience doesn't want to see me anymore, that's how long I want to do Daredevil. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure they stopped filming it like 4 years ago. I don't know what he was doing between that time. So some actors, right, they're like, once they get that chance again, dude, I want to hold on to it, right? I want to hold on to this role if I can't get various different roles. Yeah. So just like right now, the other cast member, Jessica Jones, the series, Kristen Ritter, she's also, I think she said, I'd love to be back on that role. I think she gets more jobs. She played the bee in Apartment 143 or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But I guess once you get a role, right, if you're lucky enough to kind of hold on to that.
Well, especially for those shows, because you do a season of that, you just win another like 5 years circuit on Comic-Con, right? Because there's like a whole other industry of that. Right, because you're Daredevil, there will be a day or a half a day or a 3-hour window in the ballroom that's dedicated to Daredevil. You'll be up there and signing, and you get paid something. And
you do,
and it's just I imagine as an actor, that's like, even if they don't pay you, you're just like, hell yeah, so I'm just gonna like be just be shitloads of pictures of me, wherever, just out there doing these things, looking popular. So.
But no, you're right. Like, even like you said, I would say Michael C. Hall, is that his name? Yeah. I can see how some of these actors are like, dude, what role can I get next? And especially what if they're typecast, right? That can be kind of hard.
Yeah.
And also I bet it's probably pretty fun. You know what I mean? Like maybe more fun than a movie where you might be in a movie and never see, half the cast, right? Because you're on the other side of the globe in this, or whatever. But in a series, you're more likely like it's more like a family kind of thing, and they probably enjoy that. I mean, I guess I watched The Walking Dead and The Talking Dead and all that, and they have the actors, and they sure seem pretty cozy with each other, and they probably enjoy that kind of family part of it.
Oh, for sure. Now I have a question for you, Jennifer. I saw a picture. I don't know if you posted I don't know if it was a story on Instagram. You were dressed as, I think, a gypsy.
Oh yeah.
Was that for a role?
That was an audition.
An audition.
That I had to take.
Okay. Was it like a Zoom audition or an in-person?
Well, the way most everything is now is you have to self-tape.
Gotcha. Uh-huh.
So you got to go, put yourself on tape, record it, and then submit it.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Do you know if you got it?
I don't know. I thought the gypsies were protected these days.
Yeah.
So as you could call yourself an actor, and then it basically gives you license to dress up in any offensive costume.
Yeah.
Culturally appropriate, any costume. And
but
like,
you know what?
I had to do a reel.
They're called Gypsy Americans, Chris.
Technically, it was a fortune teller.
Oh, that's right.
You knew the subtext, what they were putting.
Well, you
down.
did air quotes there, which kind of
I don't know
whatever like technicality you were trying to get around. Yeah, whatever technicality you were trying to get around on the, kind of went away when you did air quotes.
But it's funny now because now even if there's an audition where it's just a voiceover, it's just your voice, they will, if it's written as for whatever reason this character is Asian or half or whatever, and even if there's no note that they have an accent or anything like that, they will now only choose Asian actors to audition for that, even though you won't even be seen. So if there is a voiceover audition and it's for someone who's Hispanic, I will not be able to audition for it.
Yep.
Like it's, and I don't think that was the case, a few years ago, back in the day, where it was like, oh, you're ambiguous, you can play anything, now it's like, oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I don't know. I guess that's,
well, it's funny. On the other side of that, there's a comedian. His name is, I think, Akash Singh, I think.
Yeah.
And he has a comedy special called Bring Back Apu. And he is basically, he's the race that Apu portrays in The Simpsons, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. And he's saying bring back Apu because he grew up with Apu. Obviously, Hank Azaria did the voice.
Right. Because now they're saying, oh, you can't do a voice of another character whose ethnicity is different than yours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he makes commentary on that.
We need to give this guy a visa. Get him over here, or unless he already is over here.
He's already here, Chris.
Well, I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Welcome. No, but yeah, that's great. That's genius.
Yeah. So
that's kind of sucks though, because I guess like Asian folks don't. Now we got to start thinking about representation for half Korean dudes.
Well, yeah, especially if you're half.
You should lead the charge, man.
Huh?
You should lead the charge.
Might get some.
You got Steve Byrne.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, whenever he's not available to do a voiceover, I could fill in.
Are you half Korean?
Yeah,
I'm half Korean. Yeah.
No, are you serious?
Yeah. No, this is one of my bits.
No.
You're gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my bits where I pretend to be half something, like half something like the. Oh, really?
Steve Byrne has my favorite one of my favorite jokes, which is, so I'm half Asian and I'm half Caucasian, which makes me Caucasian.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, I think Caucasian. I think maybe I don't know. Yeah, you got to be careful with the racial classifications these days.
Yeah,
you never know what Robbie's going to say.
Right, fucking Robbie always flying off the handle. Hey,
Manny, P.S. Is that a porn collection over your shoulder?
No, that's not a porn collection over my shoulder.
I can't be the first one who's asked that, though, right?
No, you are.
Oh,
The correct answer, Manny, is what would you like to hear right now, Jennifer? Like, it all depends.
Isn't it hentai?
like interesting choice.
It's
Okay.
not
It's
hentai, no, but no,
Okay.
I don't.
Are you
no,
also
no,
a porn collector?
right? Where's your porn collection at? Display it for us.
Hey, it's all online now.
There you go. See,
You don't need
Same
anything
answer.
anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't need the clutter. We're good.
Yeah, that just takes up too much space. But I have a question for Jen too. More of a hypothetical question.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Since I know you love animals, you have your own sanctuary and all that.
Yeah.
If you yourself could be one of the following, which one would you be? You have
Okay.
a choice of being a mermaid, a
Uh-huh.
centaur, or an anthropomorphized spider that can talk. Which one would you be?
Oh man.
Is the centaur the half horse? Half
Yeah,
human?
yeah.
Probably the mermaid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why the mermaid? Do you feel you like swimming that much, or you just feel like it's cooler under the sea?
She like
I think for shallow reasons, it seemed the most attractive.
yeah.
All right.
And the shell bras.
The shell bra, yeah.
Mhm.
Also, too, I think it would be cool if you could actually live underwater and really see everything that's down there.
You
Right?
said C.
But you can't live on the land at all. You just be flipping around. Like there's no
that part would
Little Mermaid story where you get
I mean,
legs.
Flash,
for a
Daryl
while.
Hannah. I mean,
All right. There is that.
Yeah, you're right.
as long
You're
as
right.
she dried
I
off properly, her
I stand
tail
corrected.
turned into legs. I
stand
they
corrected.
really did not explain how that worked, though.
Well, it did work. It's a delightful movie
I
with a happy ending,
classic.
which is important.
Yeah.
Well, if she were a mermaid, maybe she could get swept off her fins by Gerard Butler. Yeah.
Oh God.
She does have a story, but I'm not gonna ask her to retell it. You can listen to Lady Lackey's. She's met him before, right? I think he tried to put the moves on you.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
There were some.
Who did?
Gerard
Gerard
Butler.
Oh, Gerard Butler. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Man, I would have liked maybe not Gerard, but one of his other co-stars from 300.
Rob's
So
secret's
we're-
coming out.
Are we moving
I
on
never
from
saw
the?
300.
We're done with the mermaid, centaur,
Yeah. It was just one.
anthropomorphized spider that talks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
I
everybody.
just
that
figured,
that section's over. I guess no one cares what I think.
What would you be, Chris?
I don't even want to talk about it. What's that sound? Is that
My
a dog?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's like we're getting some weird feedback here.
A dog. It's got
Oh.
that.
Has he got something stuck in his throat? lodged
It's a
in there?
Chihuahua thing. My last Chihuahua did this too.
It's got a weird
Okay.
laugh, that
It is.
dog.
Yeah.
Does he snore?
Okay. Sometimes he has a very light snore.
Okay.
Yeah. But not
Is-
like a pug or, I've heard loud dog snores before.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. We were talking about something else before I interrupted just to make sure that we were done talking about centaurs.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
you
we
want to
can-
be a
we can just
centaur.
we can
Is that what you're
continue
saying?
with
Is that what you're
whatever.
telling me, Chris? That you want to be a centaur? Is this how you're telling us?
Okay. Yeah. That's what I would have picked.
Well, I think
But I
Jennifer-
understand why Jennifer went with the mermaid because it's
Right.
kind of like you need your self-image intact. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not only becoming a beast, but I think a centaur is a dude. So
Well, I mean, the female equivalent of
Yeah,
that.
you're right. I do think of, yeah.
I don't think there are female centaurs, man.
Well, a horse. Then I don't know what the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What's a minotaur then?
It might
a baby centaur. I don't know. A mini one.
Is that
No, I don't
Maybe.
know.
Maybe.
Maybe just
find
come
out.
better prepared with your centaur minotaur knowledge next time you try to pull one of these stunts.
Yeah, you got it.
That's good. Yeah, what is the difference between a centaur and a minotaur?
We'll figure that out off air.
I think the minotaur. Okay,
I
I'm
think
going centaur is man's face, horse body.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, family of three says the seaweed is always greener on somebody else's lake.
There you go.
So
Oh, interesting.
redacted.
Then he just redacted
right.
it.
Yeah, he
Actually, no,
redacted-
wait.
I liked it.
I
I
had
liked it.
that.
I don't know what family of three is like. I don't know what he always he posts stuff and then he retracts the messages.
Maybe he
like,
works for the CIA.
I know. Like, what kind of code is he putting out there?
Yeah.
Don't use our podcast chat.
Yeah. We don't want the
Do your
FBI.
espionage business.
That actually inspired a follow-up question to my hypothetical. You're being a mermaid. Are you going to be a mermaid in like open water or lake, private
Ocean.
pond,
Oh,
ocean?
and you can't transport either. You got to like pick your body of water.
I think the ocean,
You
right?
know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, a specific body of water. Is that what you're saying, Chris? You could ask to stick to it just one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a mermaid, but first of all, I don't think mermaids are freshwater creatures. They're only saltwater.
Salt water. Yeah.
Okay.
Get your facts straight.
We've all seen Splash. We've already talked about this.
I haven't. So you know.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
What?
You know the
Sick.
premise. You know the premise.
Yeah, it's like mannequin, but mermaid.
But yeah,
Oh,
you have to pick a body of
mannequin.
water. I mean,
Ah.
in this, I would think, you can't just be like, oh, I could be a mermaid in the ocean, then I can just like transport over to the Pacific or swim around because you're
Right.
a lazy mermaid.
Mermaids don't get passports or
Yeah,
visas.
yeah.
That's a bummer.
The spider is definitely out because I don't think it's a big spider, right? If you're a huge spider, then everybody's trying to kill you, no matter if you're
Yeah.
talking or not. If you're a small spider, like no one even hears you, you're just dead. You just got stomped on.
Hey, no. Speaking of small spiders, whatever happened to John?
Thank you
Yes.
for asking. I don't know what happened to John.
Damn it.
He just disappeared one day.
Fuck. I hope he wasn't eaten. Maybe we'll moved on to better pastures. You know.
I don't know. Like I don't know what happened. And the other day too, I stopped and I looked. I'm like, did John come back? Like, no.
For the listeners at home, Jen had an ongoing saga in her Instagram stories that involved a spider on her porch. It was riveting to say the least.
Well, you
Okay.
say it like that, and yeah, I mean, you know what? The first time I noticed John, which was having a walk underneath him, it's a little jarring passing by a giant spider web and
Right.
and a big spider. But then you give him a name, and it's
All of a sudden, it's cool.
oh hey, exactly.
Does he have a web?
He did. He would like build it every other day or whatever, and once I even
Did you
took video
catch
of him
moths
like
and throw bugs in his web, or was he just catching stuff on his own like a big boy?
on his own, like a big boy. However,
Okay.
you just mentioned moths, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've had a moth issue for years now.
Oh my god!
I don't know how to fucking get rid of them.
Mothballs.
Okay.
Oh, like actual
I have
moths.
I have those sticky things that you put around.
Now where? Outside by a
No,
light?
they're inside. They're in my
inside?
apartment. They're in my but they're everywhere. I'll see them in the bathroom, and I'm just in a studio. So it's like if they're in one place, they're in every part of my apartment.
Moths.
Okay, the problem with mothballs is what I've read how mothballs work is if you have a sealed bag of clothing and you put it in there. But what about just stuff hanging in my closet? Also, I've read that they're toxic for your pets and everything.
Yeah, mothballs. I've not seen a mothball since I was like 5.
Right?
I figured they just smelled bad for the moths.
They did,
I just
but
don't like the smell.
and for people. But yeah, I don't know
they
how to
still sell those.
get
They
rid of
still
them.
sell them.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Okay.
Do I need
Well, that
to
sounds,
hire do I need to get my place like fumigated? Is that what it's going to take?
That I don't know.
No,
This
I don't
seems
think
kind
it
of
should be that
spooky.
extreme.
Seems
I think
kinda
I told
spooky,
this
to be honest.
I probably told this story on my podcast because I asked Adam once because I think he would know Mr. Home Improvement, home stuff,
Right.
how to get rid of moths. And do you know what his reply was?
Mothballs? Move?
No.
Move up to his neighborhood.
You're correct. His reply was, I just move.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I would just buy another house way before I sold my other house. Just buy another house. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've never heard. What's up with these cats though? What about all your cats?
Okay, so they do go after the moths
Yeah.
when there is
Keep
one
them in
within their
shape.
reach. But yeah,
They're up
as
too
far
high.
as sometimes they're up too high. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you ever seen that cat guy with the guitar show? Know what I'm talking about? The cat whisperer, cat talker.
the
Weird-
Mexican
weird-
guy.
Weird dude with the weird sideburns and the guitar. Goes
Wait.
around and helps people with their unruly cats.
No, wait, are you kidding? There's a cat version of the dog whisperer?
Yeah, you never seen this? You've seen this guy before.
No.
Yeah.
What is
well,
this on?
okay, maybe you haven't. One of the Discovery somethings, TLC, Discovery A&E. One of those.
Really?
Bravo, maybe. Yeah, he goes around and helps people. I'm aware of the show. I guess I've seen a couple episodes, but some of these people, they build these things and they've got, if you're a cat, it looks awesome on your wall.
I've seen places.
Yeah, like a shell. It's a shelf, but it's like a shelf that goes all around.
I love the idea of that.
So you need to and then you got to have things like going over, like crosswalks, so your cat can get at these moths wherever they are.
Yes.
So that's
okay.
You need
That's
to
a good idea.
You need to arm your cat.
Yeah.
Cats.
But sometimes they do that thing too, like they'll catch the moth, but then they just want to play with it. So instead of just like killing it, they hit it down and then they watch it and then it like flies away again, It's like, what do you
When I lived in Florida, I had a house and I had cats and I'd have these lizards that would come on the patio. It was a screened-in patio, and I had 2 cats, and
I'm from Florida.
They would catch them and they would chew the crap out of them. So I'd find these chewed up lizards because they must have tasted gross or something. They would just chew them up. Oh, I'm sorry. It's cat on. It's like this is nature. This is not in the wild. In a
I'm from Florida
patio.
too, and trust me, like I feel like I'm scarred with the image of in your front door or whatever, you would just find like lizards in the smashed in the
yeah. That was a strange because I didn't grow up there. I moved there when I was like in my 20s. So it's kind of strange, like instead of just like seeing whatever normal bugs there are in Maryland, you'd see like lizards all around, like lizards in your garage, like lizards in your patio.
No, I always wonder too why I don't see more lizards in California. They have them.
They're around. You just got to keep an eye out for them. I see
know.
lizards walking around all over the place over here.
Do you?
Yeah. They're small though.
All I knew too is when I was a kid in Florida, whenever you like ride your bike on the sidewalk, the lizards like all dart out in front of your bike as you're like riding down. Like, what are you guys doing? It was like this like playing chicken or like suicide. What do you call it?
Well, that's where all the lizards went. Happened in California already. That's
where all they hang.
Like,
yep.
What are you guys thinking? I never understood it. Like, why the desire to, something's coming that could squish us. Let's run in front of it.
Well, maybe that's how they find a mate. I'm serious.
Try to run into
hey, look at me. I'm brave and I'm fast.
Oh yeah.
Jennifer, speaking of mates,
it's always for females,
Valentine's Day is coming.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you have a date? Are you on the dating sites? Are you have anybody hit you up? Going out to dinner?
None of the above. Well, okay. Am I on the dating sites? I go through the apps and I do a lot of that.
Yeah.
I just can't get myself to fully get on board with dating apps though.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem it doesn't seem,
sure.
It's just not organic to me. Like what can you tell by someone's picture and a few words about them anyway? Nothing.
And like a big fish in front of them like this or like that, with the fish.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. It's like half these guys just like turn me off with their photos,
Yeah.
Where it's.
Do you like a snarky, headline, like, I don't know. Or what do you look for?
Well, okay. What do I look for? what do I look for in the dating app?
Dating app. What catches your eye for all the
in,
guys
in a
out
dating
there?
app? Oh, the layout,
The user interface.
The profile.
the T's and the C's.
I mean,
Their profile.
oh, in the profile,
Yes.
including photos.
Including photos or like a message or,
Okay, so obviously something about their physical looks has to catch my eye, or something has to have some type of little baby spark or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Profile, there have been a few that have made me laugh, that some people that can come off as witty in a dating profile is always good. And then I mean, proximity.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
Does it happen with you where
awake at midnight Saturday night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's like Friday. What is it? February 13th at 11 p.m. You busy tomorrow? Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing: is I feel like I swipe through 50 people for every one person I swipe right on, maybe even more than that. I'm not swiping right on that many people anyway, because I know myself too well. And it's like, if I don't have a strong desire to, if it's not a hard yes, then it's a hard no, because I know I'm not going to be able to get myself to text them back, to want to call, to want to go meet them. So already that's such a small number. And then they have to swipe back. And then we have to match. And then on like Bumble, you message first, and half the time they don't reply, or they write back a sentence, and then things just fall off. Exactly. It's a whole kasha.
What about boring dates? Like it's happened to me where it's like, you want to, even with the other person, I'm sure it happens a lot with the guys where they're like super boring. Like, so what else? It's like, what else? Yeah. What else? No, not what else. You should already have something, ready. Like, oh, so, where'd you grow up? Or I'm sure it's the basic questions, right? Sure. It's basic, but you're trying to get to know the person anyway, right? What do you like to do? What do you watch? What do you, spare time, that sort of thing.
Over text, you mean?
Like once you get to the date in person. Yeah.
So you're saying come prepared. Oh
yeah. The guy should come prepared, right?
Sure. Yeah. But I don't even know when I went on
maybe a buck slip or something.
Buck slip. Yes. Yeah. But I'm not even getting out there having dates, like, again, this one guy that I was messaging with and kept, asked me well, first off, he would only ever ask me the night of, like, you want to meet up tonight?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I can't.
Yeah.
What about the whole planning something,
Right.
Yeah. It's like one of those, like, you up?
What you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the last person I was like dating or dated, not dated, but I talked about in my podcast, the guy I met at the barbecue.
One of the brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the brothers.
Why not just...
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you went to Vegas. They were,
I did.
You hung out. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
Like,
did that kind of fizzled out, right?
I think it fizzled because then brother never like came to LA. So it's like, especially if you're trying to get something off the ground, like how, it's like you gotta.
Did and they're look, I met them. They're fun guys. They're real cool. But did the brother did he ask about you, like so about just how's your week or how's your day, that sort of thing? That was not the issue.
No, like we were texting every day.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it was like like a back and forth. It was not just you, kind of.
Correct. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, just fizzled. But yeah. Nice guy,
It
great
goes
guy.
that way. They need to do more. Yeah, I mean, 'cause it's funny. Yeah, because you start on the dating apps. You know, I was divorced a few years ago, and it's just like, it's like a
You're
numbers
divorced?
game. Yeah, it's like a numbers game
Oh,
at
yeah.
first, and then it's just like, then you start kind of putting people through this filter of like, is this person, am I gonna like, when I'm kind of tired after work, am I gonna text this person? Like, let's be real honest here. In about, we could start chatting, we could get to know each other, in a week and a half. Is this the kind of, I'm trying to find this out from like a profile. Is this the kind of person I'm gonna really give a crap about? Like,
Well, the thing I
want to
don't,
like go further. I don't know.
the thing I don't like about
You
it
start
is,
talking yourself out of some. I don't know.
but I feel like
People
I feel like with those, I have to like talk myself into anything like that. That starts
I'm
out
sure
on the
guys
chat.
have a different approach. Probably have a different approach to these things.
I'm in a rare same boat with Jen. I had to talk myself into it because the last few times I've tried the dating apps,
Yeah.
the few matches I did make, I thought it'd be going on. I thought I'd be having a decent conversation. All of a sudden, they just randomly start talking about and making investments. I was like, oh, fuck this.
Oh, investments?
Yeah, like it's
Oh.
like, wait, why? All of a sudden, you're bringing up, investing and that's how you spend.
Did
most
they
of your
want
free
you
time,
to
and
invest?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just like,
What?
Oh,
yeah,
I see people that put that in their profile. I'm just like, it's just what they're into.
Yeah, it's like-
they're into crypto or
no, but for
like,
me,
real into
I
that
feel
shit.
like it's just like a red flag. I feel like it's someone just
Yeah.
trying to swindle me for
Oh,
cash. It's
yeah.
like,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, but if it's
It's
not
like,
in their profile, like,
it's
I don't
not.
know.
That's why it's not in their profile. That's why I just like it really threw me for a fucking loop because I was like,
Mhm.
this is kind of random. So
Yeah.
One time
I would but I do appreciate like if someone's like, this is like, these are the things that I'm going to want to talk about. It's like, all right, well, that's not me. So appreciate it.
oh yeah, it's good to
Like,
put
they
it
could
out
have been
there.
very attractive, but it's just like, not really.
Yeah, it's good to
I
put it
don't
out
really
there.
want to talk
This is
about
what I like.
Bitcoin strategies.
I met this woman at work many years ago, and she was gorgeous and everything. And when she approached me one day, she said, "Hey, I have would you like to have coffee? I have like an opportunity, or I think even no, a job opportunity, something like that."
Oh,
I was
God.
like, okay. Yeah, I was
I
like,
know where
yeah,
this is going.
right, yeah. And then I'm like, she goes, "Oh, let's meet at the Starbucks on whatever street." I said, "Okay, cool, all right." I show up, and then I walk in, and there's like a little section that's kind of like a private little spot. You go through a door or whatever. I think she rented a room or whatever. As I walk in there, there's about 4 other people in there, or 5, and she's got like her laptop set up, and she's got like a little screen set up, and I'm like, oh man. So what I thought, like, no, in my mind, I thought, first of all, sure, she's pretty, but I'm like, cool, that might be another job, something extra. And then I sit down.
The pretty part. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that always helps. But then she gives me this, or she gives us the little pitch. She's selling that phone, like a video phone. And Donald Trump was like, did a video. He was part of the whole scheme. And I think it was a scheme.
Yeah,
And
a multi-level marketing company.
Exactly. And it was,
Yeah.
she was selling, we're not selling the
Amway.
phone, it's the service. And it's basically a pyramid scheme. And one of the guys pretending to be one of the, interesting, was her boyfriend. I find out later it was her
Are
boyfriend.
you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh
yeah.
my God, that's
oh,
hilarious.
man. And so after that, I was like, you know what, screw you, I'm done. But she was also an actress. I think I blocked her and I unfollowed or whatever. But I was like, it's one of those, like, you think I'm that stupid, but once I walked in there, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on.
Was the Liberty phone?
I don't know. It was something, some video phone. Like,
Freedom
they don't
phone.
sell you
That's
the
what Jeff
phone,
thinks.
they sell you the service. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a pyramid thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what's funny? This, and not I don't want to like brag about myself or anything, but I met this one very pretty Hispanic girl, and she was very friendly and everything. So I started kind of talking to her at work as well, and I said, "Oh, so what are you reading?" I think she was reading a book one day. She said, "Oh, I'm learning to speak Korean." I was like, "Oh, cool, okay." And then within the next few weeks or a couple of weeks, I learned how to say, "Would you like to go have coffee with me?" in Korean. So I was, and then I
Did
learned
Chris
how to
teach you?
No, Chris did not teach me.
I
And then
wouldn't notice it. I was just thinking it took him 2 weeks to learn that.
I had to practice get the balls to actually.
It could take that long. Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, she looked like Vanessa Hudgens. She was very pretty. And so I approached her and I said, would you like to go have coffee? And she was like, what's that? And I said it in Korean. And I said, oh, it's would you like to have coffee? She goes, oh, okay. And then so we went to have coffee. And of course, we work in the same building, right? I work in an office building. We had a coffee. It was kind of awkward. It was just like, and I'm like, okay, she's not feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. Then like 2 weeks, I go on vacation, like a week vacation. A week and a half later, a coworker says, hey, I saw her with some Asian guy outside. I'm like, huh? And then I find out that she was trying to learn Korean because she was dating this Asian Korean guy. I'm like,
that's awesome.
This is my tip for women out there. Look, if a guy asks you out and if you're not interested, just say no. Oh, thank you. Just say no. Don't give us don't be nice. Don't be nice and okay, sure. Because then it gets us like, oh, cool.
You hear that, ladies? Just be a ruthless bitch.
No, just say no.
We just want you to tell us right off the bat, like,
just say no.
If you've got a boyfriend.
Well, if you got a boyfriend,
are you a boyfriend? Are you chasing some other dude? Because I don't have a lot of time.
So. I mean, I would have been kind of bummed about it, but then I find out, I'm like, oh, you should have just said, and then that kind of sucks. Like, really, just say, oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend, and that's it. It's not like I would have done anything. Like, right. Okay, cool, awesome. So
Jeff said you got beat up by BTS.
Good one.
No,
I was thinking this might have explained your whole K-pop phase you went through a few years back.
That's right. Yeah.
Over this chick, you know what I mean?
My bangs.
When you had your hair all done.
Yeah.
So, Robbie, where did you meet your wife?
I actually met her at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we worked in the same company but different departments. And then I would help her with certain things. And I mean, I was just kind of real nice with her and stuff. And we would have meetings. And sometimes I'd be just sitting there with my arms crossed on our weekly meetings. And then she'd catch me looking at her and I'm like, whoa, sorry. And that sort of thing. So, it's that's my thing. I guess if I work a lot, long hours, you'll meet people. Sure. I don't know. I used to think about soulmate. I don't know if it's Jerry Seinfeld who said something about soulmates, you're gonna, or maybe Dr. Drew, I think, has said there's no such thing. You're gonna meet someone cool that you like within whatever radius, and then
yeah, it's usually the proximity. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of what happened, and this is where I'm at now. But I feel like I learned a lot, dating and what to do and what not to do. And now it's a different ball game, of course. But I feel like I can help some of the guys out there. And like I said, with the ladies, come on, don't be afraid to say no. And I feel like I've had a couple friends, and I have a really good friends who sometimes she's too nice, and I've told her, just if you're not feeling it, just say, oh, thanks, but I can't. Or if you want to be nice, just, oh, I can't. I'm real busy. Sorry. I'll let you know. And most of us guys will know what that means. I'll let you know means, okay, she's not interested, and that's it. Don't worry. We're not going to force you to go out with us. Sometimes just say no. Or you might want to give them a chance. Don't worry. Okay, let's go have a daytime, a date. Nothing nighttime, right? Because the nighttime dates is us being guys. We're gonna, it's a 8 p.m. date, a couple of drinks, get all kind of loosey, and then by the time that she's laughing it up, you want to come to my place, right? And that's kind of what happens. But there's different things that people can do, men and women. So
you're writing this down, Jennifer?
It's all up here. Mental.
You're kind of bouncing back between advice for the dude and then advice for the girl. You're you're warning her about him, and you're warning him about her.
Yeah.
I don't know whose side you're on, man.
Oh, I'm on both sides.
Fucking wild card over here.
That's right.
It's unfortunately.
You're on the side of love.
It's like a game sometimes, which sucks. Love shouldn't be a game, but sometimes it is. It's just,
Manny,
Yeah.
Chris, Valentine's plans?
None.
I was
think-
talking
yeah, none
to
for me.
somebody. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
And
you
then
go, man.
and that quickly fizzled out. So now it's just back to the drawing board.
it's cheaper.
No, like I'm coming out of the holidays, right? And then Valentine's Day coming out. It's like, I think I'll just get back, check out the apps after Valentine's Day. Not that it mattered. Not that it really matters.
It's like buying chocolates after, Valentine's Day. It's better.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a strategy there too, Chris.
But are you guys dating from and using
I can get
apps?
discount. I can get discount chocolates. Yeah. I got these got this Whitman sampler for you. It was on sale at CVS last week, but
Yeah.
sorry,
Hey, I
Jennifer.
love it. I love it when all the day after Valentine's Day, all the Valentine's candies half off.
Oh, I got stuff.
Easter,
Yeah.
Christmas.
I've got 3 boxes for my kids over on the kitchen counter that I like the ones where they have the descriptions, like they have the names of them on the top of the box.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Mhm.
Deluxe. Were you going to ask somebody, Jennifer? Were you going to ask Robbie a question?
What did I say?
Something about none of us dating at all.
No, are you two?
Rob's married and none of us have anything going on.
Are you two?
Oh, no.
But you two, are you on the dating apps and are you having
No.
dates from them?
No, there was no dates that ever emerged, but I like to do my courting, if you will, in person. Like this last chick I asked, I just asked for her number on the spot. I was at work. I was on one of my stops and I was just like, yo, she kind of caught my eye. So, but I like to do it in person more too. It's like just be more personable than doing it all over the fucking phone, like via text or through an app. It's like,
For sure.
Yeah. I'm on the apps, but I just, it's got to you got to make a plan pretty quick, or the text, if there's not like a plan to get together at some time, then, to meet, it's like the texting kind of fizzles out pretty quick. That's another thing, if you've got work and schedule, whatever, kids, it's like, there's not a lot of time to date. So, but I don't know, if I put effort into it, it works out pretty well.
Mhm. And I'm also on the apps, onion rings, mozzarella sticks. I love those apps.
buffalo wings for life.
Potato
DoorDash.
skins.
Uh-huh.
And
Those are my favorite apps.
skins.
Yeah.
Now I want some potato skins, and so now we're gonna have to wrap it up because I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've taken a lot of Jennifer's time.
Well, we
I'd like
appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for
You're
having me.
freaking awesome. Shout out to
Aw.
Emmy and Haley and the Lady Lackeys. We're looking forward to more shows. I know you guys dropped a show. You guys normally drop a show on Monday, but this week it was a Friday featuring the Benchwarmers with Sonny and former Lackey Gabe.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys were talking some Super Bowl talk. So
I wasn't there for that part, but
yeah.
We know
So
you
Gabe.
guys have Super Bowl
Yeah, he's a
plans?
good guy.
Super Bowl plans. I'm looking forward to the Death Row and Dr. Dre.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the halftime performance, to
forward
be
to
honest
halftime.
with you.
That will be.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't even
I'm gonna watch with my son. He's real into football now. Very little knowledge, but very into football. But he's gaining knowledge quickly, so this is a big deal for him. All the commercials, the Super
How
Bowl
old is he?
halftime show too. He's 10.
Okay. Time
He's
to
got-
listen to Sunny's podcast.
Yeah. He started his own with his friend recently too.
Oh, nice.
In
Nice.
4th grade, they've started a podcast about sports. It's
Right
funny.
on.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal for him, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah, the halftime show should be pretty good. They've whatever they're, whatever reason they're doing it for. I said why ever.
That could be a word.
I don't know why
Yeah,
it's not.
it
I
should
don't know
be.
why it's not a word.
Yeah.
Why ever.
Why ever?
But anyway, whatever reason they're doing it, the setup, the financial deal, whatever. It's people are looking forward to that a lot. So I think they're going to probably set some record numbers. So I'm just glad I forgot what we're supposed to be protesting NFL about.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything, man.
The real inconvenience these last 2 years.
Yeah. I'm just hoping I find a party to crash because I just want food. That's all. That's all. That's what I'm hoping to accomplish.
I think it'll be the first Super Bowl under state of emergency.
No.
Right.
Jennifer, are you doing any parties, Super Bowl parties, hanging out with Lynette or anything?
I'm waiting to hear back from Lynette. She has to take Natalia to volleyball that day.
What? Come on.
Yeah.
These volleyball matches should wait,
Like not on Super Bowl Sunday.
No, yeah.
But it starts early. Hopefully she's, done and back in time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might go to Pat's house or their Corolla Drinks person. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still waiting to decide.
Okay.
What to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody has a great time. Yeah. Have you told everybody where to find us, Robbie? Did I miss that part?
Okay. Well, you guys can find us on social media. So if you guys want to find us on Instagram, our Instagram handle is at Endless Ranters Podcast. Endless Ranters Podcast. Also on Facebook, we have a private group, the Endless Ranters Podcast. Find us. There's a couple questions, and then we'll let you in. Twitter, check us out on at Endless Ranters. That's our Twitter handle. If you want to check out Chris on Twitter, it is Grateful Red 1, Grateful RED1. And if you want to check out Manny Moleman on Instagram and Twitter, it's How We Figure. You can also check me out on Instagram and pretty much all social media as Robbie Spotlight, one word. If you guys want to check out Lady Lackey's podcast, just find Lady Lackey's wherever podcasts are, streamed, or their Instagram account is Lady Lackeys, and they also have a private group on Facebook. Just look them up by Lady Lackeys. They have a few questions, something about a candle, something about I don't know. Oh, pets.
Yeah, maybe those are too hard.
Yeah. And then we're the Facebook groups are fun because we kind of interact back and forth. I'm sure after episodes we'll ask questions and you guys can elaborate. We do the same thing. So, shout out to everybody. Did you want to plug anything else, Jennifer?
I think you covered it all. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. Well, we appreciate you being on. It's awesome.
This was a blast. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jennifer. We really appreciate it, and good luck with with whatever gig comes around next. Sounds like you got some pretty good stuff going on, so we appreciate it. Good luck with Corolla Drinks, and
we'll be watching.
Yeah, tell everybody we said hello.
Yeah,
hopefully,
if not before.
Hopefully,
yeah.
If not before, like you said, hell yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Subscribe and like and all that kind of business. We'll see you next time. This is Chris saying, get it on.
This is Rob. Get it on.
Jen.
This is Manny.
Get it on, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thanks.
Take care.
Yeah, thanks.
I guess we'll kick it for a minute.
We don't want to keep you, Jennifer. We're going to be on YouTube for a little
okay.
bit.
Just for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick pit stop, though. I'll be right back.
I'm going to go make some food.
Okay. You at home?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks again. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah,
thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Jen.
Bye.
See ya. Bye, Maverick.
Ready to go?
All right, so we got family of 3. Thanks for hanging out. Ruin Backhand, Mindy, you're awesome. All those people who did not comment, but you still watch. Maria Lish, you're awesome as well. Thank you. Monkey's Uncle. Did I say Monkey's Uncle?
Shout out to Quana.
B. Frank, shout out, all the other people that watch and comment on our posts. Let's see, Sally Bean, right on. Thanks for all the comments and all the likes.
rare Friday record too. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Marie Liz just commented on our group. That was a great episode. Love her. Yes, we love Jennifer. She's awesome. She's pretty cool.
She is a good, a fun hang. Good person.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
I'm a fan of Maverick too, to be honest with you.
Yeah. No, it'd be great to see Jennifer, and I gotta watch Murderville. I gotta watch it, and I'm definitely gonna look out for her. That looks like a fun show.
I know, man. You got to watch it.
Yeah. I think do you know if it's a half-hour show?
I believe so.
Oh, that's awesome. Even better. More easily digestible.
That's how they get you, man. They're just like, oh, come on, it's just half an hour.
Yeah.
And then before you know, it's like, damn it, I've strained my life away.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we did 2 this week, so that was pretty cool, pretty fun.
Yeah, man. I figure why not for the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Episode number 95.
What happened?
Oh no, just doing a little recap. Let's see. Yeah, Maria Lish, she sent a comment on our group. That was a great episode. Love her. So right on.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, she's real cool. Yep. Yeah, I gotta watch that comedy, that the special, Bring Back a Pooh.
Oh, that's okay. I guess that didn't register. That's the name of his special.
That's the name of the special. Yeah,
That's
Bring
pretty
Back
smart.
a Pooh.
Yeah, that's funny. And that's a great way. That's brilliant, really. I mean, that'll get him a lot of a lot of articles written about him, probably.
Oh, for sure. You know what's funny is he's I think he's more on the liberal side. But he's kind of, he seems like he was just on Rogan a few days ago, and he's got a show with I forget his name right now, but a podcast. But he makes sense. Like, he'll talk about race, but he'll make fun of it. He talked about culture, cancel culture. Ooh.
We need to stop using labels. First of all, they don't work nowadays. They really don't work, because you don't know where the hell people are going to come down on things, these crazy shit that keeps happening, like 2-year lockdown pandemics.
Yeah,
scrambled a lot of people's political beliefs, principles, whatever, like what they thought, I think. And but then I don't know, we label each other like that. I've always rejected that completely. I rarely ever talk about use terms like that for myself, because
hero.
Yeah, for that reason. No, but because
like what kind of label do you mean?
Like conservative, liberal, whatever. Because as soon as you use that, then now, now you're going to spend the next half hour, or you're going to spend the entire conversation with the person trying to like take apart what they already think you think, and now what you already think they think, because people do it, people do it to each other.
You know what the word kind of annoys me is the whole libtard and what's the, I don't know what the conservative version of that is.
Conservatard too.
Conservatard. Yeah, it's like
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just too easy to just throw those. Okay, great.
It was probably funny for like
2
minutes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny for 2 minutes, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
All you did was take lib.
Yeah.
And then tard. No. I don't feel like that could go that. Have that the kind of legs that it needs. I guess some dopes have kept it alive. So let's should give it credit, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, because then it really kind of poisons if you're really trying to get to know someone's thoughts on an issue or something like that. It just really poisons it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is why I love Mini Spring. Akash has a podcast with Schultz. Andrew Schultz.
Oh, that's your boy.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, so I've seen him before. Okay, I've seen because I've seen him. They have a podcast. Okay,
they do,
or they like a video, like a YouTube too. Yeah.
Of YouTube, yeah. And Andrew Schultz, he's another one. He'll make fun. If you've seen his videos, he'll make fun of both sides. And if it makes sense, then it makes sense. If it's stupid,
Dude,
it's stupid.
everybody's fucking absurd now. Everybody, like it's all absurd.
And you know who
Yeah.
a guy you like? It's that's British guy. I'm kind of starting to like him a little bit more. But he's except he's vegan, right? But what's his name? Oh shoot, he has a podcast. He used to be more of an
Oh,
actor.
Russell Brand.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, man. Man,
And he seems like he's opening up to more right different things now lately, or more, or at least that's what I've seen.
Maybe. I think it's more of a coming together because it's more of
Mm.
like you've got people that were like staunch Republicans that are now, saying I'm a libertarian. And then when they see a Russell Brand video, they let it play.
Yeah.
And then they're like, whoa, this guy's not an
Who's this
asshole. And
one?
he like knows what he's like, he's
yeah.
educated because
Yeah.
if you listen to Russell Brand, I mean, he reads, he understands, like, you can tell he knows a lot, compares a lot, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I love Russell Brand's videos recently. It does seem like he's kind of, I guess you could say he's catching on, but everybody's catching on. I think that's a big deal right now. Everybody's catching on to some serious bullshit.
And you know what's funny? It's like I'm not a hero, but it's not like I agree with everything he says. Kind of like Joe Rogan. There's a few things, right? But that's why, dude, just take the good and whatever, spit out the bad. If you don't like it, then cool, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah.
An update.
What
Okay.
So a Minotaur is a monster with the head of a bull and the body of a man.
Okay, yeah.
That's what
balls of bulls of a bull.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have balls of a bull?
I'm not sure about that. No.
Bull balls.
No, it's just the head of the bull. Everything else is just the body of a man.
Okay. Yeah, and he carries an axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys
okay.
I'm a girl, not yet a woman. Britney Spears.
Then the centaur is
not a girl.
A man.
Is the horse's body with the man's head and torso in place of the head of the horse.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool, like, because you could still be like a good looking dude, have some pecs, but then like any chick that was into you, you'd be like, what the fuck's up with this chick? You know what I mean? I'm a horse. The rest of me's a horse. Like, this chick is weird.
Well, like the lady from Sex and the City, what's her name? Sarah Parker.
Oh yeah, she's into the bestiality?
No,
where are we going
about horses.
That's terrible, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you're gonna get canceled.
I am gonna get.
You could say anything else.
Sorry.
That's funny. Yeah, she. I don't want to go down there.
No, I was more of a.
Well, appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
The update.
Yeah, thank you.
Fact checking.
What was the other one? A cyber spider with cyber
anthropomorphized.
What is anther?
I think that is just a fancy way of saying he's a talking spider.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
He went with an anthropomorphized spider that talks. For the dummies.
Yeah. I got to drop a big word every now and again.
Yeah. Okay, so Manny, you don't have those. It's not porn. It's not hentai, right? What is that?
No, it's just a couple of photos. Well, it's like what I like to. It's a little mini shrine to one of my favorite cosplayers.
Yeah.
No porn. Like, I haven't had any actual physical, like, I don't know. The last thing I had was like a hustler and swank or some weird shit.
Oh, magazines? Oh, geez.
Oh no. Yeah, because I found some in the my friend, she was dating some questionable dude, and he left like his stash in her garage, and that's where I had my drum set at.
Was the guy questionable because of the stash of porn, or that he left it behind? That was the questionable move.
That was a questionable move, and
how could this,
that was a questionable move, and the guy himself was just like, oh, it was weird.
Okay.
But yeah, like, I just came across this little treasure trove, analog porn. I was like, yo, magazines. I haven't seen these in a while.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, you came out of your bedroom.
It's like, what I miss?
We had gone to war in Iraq.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
Spiders.
What is a barking spider? That's something dirty.
Well, that better not be code. I don't know.
Yeah, is that?
Jeff Lee? No, he's got some strange knowledge.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of knowledge of different.
But
things.
he hasn't retracted that message though.
No, that's. I think I'm pre-offended by barking spider. That's like a female body part or something. I don't know. Yeah. So analog or analog? I don't know.
I mean, that works too if you want.
I don't know what we're talking about. Manny, so the Batman trailer is out, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with any of that shit.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I never have heard. Nope. I'm innocent.
It's kind of getting to a point where if you're not releasing a movie to where I'm going to be able to watch it on my TV this weekend, like you don't even bother.
Yeah, I'm kind of that way right now. But I still have to watch some movies on the big screen. But yeah.
There's a couple. I mean, if it's a big, if it was like
Mhm.
Star Wars or a Marvel, I guess, But
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any out there now, but I think my son wanted to go see the Spider-Man. We'll probably see that in the theater before it's out.
Man, spider.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of kind of Ace and stuff like that, I think he was serious. Jimmy Kimmel was talking about how I forgot what movie was nominated for Best Picture, but not the new Spider-Man movie for Best Picture for what Academy Awards, I think.
I mean, that's.
I don't know if I would say the new Spider-Man is Academy Award Best Picture, worthy. It's a good flick, but I don't know if it's worthy. But again, I haven't seen all the movies this past year.
What do you think about this idea that I have shared before? I'm not sure about it now. Adam talks about it like that. There should be more weight given to like the big blockbusters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think they
but
mentioned.
I'm not
it
sure
today.
about that. I'm not sure about that.
Well, that's.
I'm not sure if I want that. I want like my favorite genre of movie,
Mhm.
Like the Bruce Willis Armageddon type. I don't want those tainted by the Oscar selection. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like the Oscars should be weird, like obscure,
Yeah.
movies about, a gay cowboy and his dog or something, whatever. I mean, like
Black
like
and white
really
porn.
like good stories, but like really very, very specific, things, time, places, characters. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just noticed the
Yeah.
photo, the snapshot that YouTube took for the video for this episode is me holding the pear that I was eating.
Okay.
I look like I'm just solely concentrating on this fucking pear. It's like, who cares about this episode? Fuck, man.
Dude, that's good.
I guess.
Anyway, it'd be better than how they would capture Jane.
Ramon's always, making comments.
Yeah, making light of it.
Well, they'd always capture like in the middle of yelling or something. Middle of being like yelling something about our internet.
Good times.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for good times. I don't know. Are ready to wrap it up?
Yeah,
Guys wanna
man.
kick it.
Yeah.
Get the weekend started.
Yeah, no, I gotta work
That's
tomorrow.
right. Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. These babies need their milk.
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, y'all. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
I'll have those episodes up by the end of tomorrow or before whatever. They'll be up by Saturday.
Cool, man. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
it easy,
Have a great
everybody.
weekend.
Yeah. Cool.
Cheers.
Thank you. Later, man.